Yesterday I was really perturbed, and I have to apologize on behalf of the people of Kiambu because we sired one of our sons who was fortunate and privileged to serve this country as a president for 10 good years, and also served as a commander-in-chief of all the armed forces, including our policemen. Therefore, I was really perturbed yesterday, Honorable Speaker, when I saw the former president reduce himself to the point of commandeering goons to chase away policemen who are carrying out their mandate as uniformed officers. And I would really, even as I apologize on behalf of the people of Kiambu and many other leaders.
Honorable HECKLING, what's your point of order?
Mr. Speaker, you know, the member from Kikuyu is a veteran member here. He knows that when he brings individuals in disrepute, he must have a substantive motion. And I've heard him over and over, every time, berating this individual in this country. There is only one person we know within the description that honorable member from Kikuyu is alluding to. So it cannot be that just because he has not mentioned a name, he has given us sufficient facts to know the person he's referring to. We know that he knows very well. Is it in order that the member from Kikuyu can,
order, Honorable HECKLING.
without bringing a substantive motion to discuss?
Order. Can you wait for communication from the chair? Under what standing order would you say he made a mistake? Because the substantive motion is if the member is a member of the Parliament, of the House.
No. Mr. Speaker.
Under what standing order? Under what standing order?
I may not give you, because I don't have the standing orders in my hands, but I can tell you, Mr. Speaker, that you cannot discuss even someone who is not a member of this House, who does not have a right to respond adversely without proper...
Honorable
yes.
Otieno, Honorable
No, not Otieno Kajwang. This is TJ Kajwang from Ruaraka. I know that you served with Otieno Kajwang.
That was my brother, and we served together in Parliament, and very close.
And
my age mate, yes.
But so the clerk at table is helping you with that standing order, but
no, it's not helping you, it's helping you.
Well,
it's not helping me, it's helping you.
Well, he's raising it, and I know that you cannot discuss a person who does not have a right to respond in this House in an adverse manner without giving a proper motion.
Order. The people, honorable members, the personalities or the offices that you cannot discuss without a substantive motion here are clearly spelled out in the standing orders. And unless those provisions have changed for the period I was out of this House, I don't think what you're saying is correct. But in the meantime, while the clerk is assisting you, or if I'm wrong, me, then let him continue with his contribution. Proceed, Ichungw'ah. Order.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for protecting me from the Honorable TJ. And as he is very unsettled, I don't know why he gets very unsettled when we discuss.
Proceed.
And Honorable Speaker, I said it is my person who was perturbed, and I'm certain very many other Kenyans who honor and who respect our police officers. And it doesn't matter, Honorable Speaker, that's what I was saying. Whether I am a member of Parliament, whether you are a president, whether you are a governor, those officers also serve you. And therefore, it behoves on all of us as leaders to set an example to the people that we lead.
The Honorable Majority Leader, I have put that to rest, and I've said, your private matter is what cannot be discussed. Your public conduct can be discussed by this House unless you are a member of the House or other officers, a head of state from another country, and all of them are there in standing orders. So you go through the standing orders and get ourselves acquainted. So you have no problem in discussing the public conduct of anybody. who is not a member of this House and who does not fit any of the provisions of the standing order.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for that guidance, and it is indeed true. That's why I was wondering why my brother was getting very jittery, because these are things that are in the public domain, Honorable Speaker. And it is true, I saw the former president act in a manner I have never seen any other former head of state and former commander-in-chief of the armed forces and our disciplined forces, including the police, conduct himself in such a manner, Honorable Speaker. And therefore, that's what I was saying. We must, as leaders, because tomorrow the Honorable T.J. Kajwang could be our next president, who knows, in 2032. And we will expect that when he also retires from office, he will act with the dignity that he carried when he was in office. He will respect the officers who were under his command, whether he's in office or out of office, and that's what I was saying. Even ourselves as members of parliament, the fact that we are now here approving the appointment of a commissioner to the National Police Service Commission, we must lead from the forefront, Honorable Speaker, in honoring the officers who will be served by this commission. So that, Honorable Speaker, we are certain that this commission also serves.
What's your point of order, Honorable Kajwang?
You know, I know, even without reading in the back of my hands, that this house is a house built on the rule of law.
Yes.
But forget about the other order, 97, 87 that we were discussing. You know, we members, and the speaker who has just sat, he's not just a normal member of this house, he's the leader of minority. So he needs to present himself with a lot of decorum and with a lot of circumspection when he goes about things.
What is out of order, Honorable Kajwang?
Is it in order, and I rise under Standing Order 91, a member shall be responsible for the accuracy of any facts which the member alleges to be true and may be required to substantiate any such facts instantly. He says that the former president led a group of goons. Can this member substantiate the truth and the accuracy of the fact that he is alleging of such a distinguished person that has served this country, that he led a group of goons somewhere to do certain things that he finds deplorable? Is it in order? I want to hold this member very, very responsible to his facts and statements. This is not a laughing matter. He's talking to a person who has served us for 10 years.
You've made your point.
He has served us for 10 years. So there are a lot of people out there who revere this person and who knows that this person is one of the people who has given us these freedoms that he's talking about.
Order. Honorable Rosabu, you will have your moment to contribute. Can you hold your horse until you have... Order, honorable members. Honorable members, order. When you say that the accuracy of that, you have to be able to substantiate the inaccuracy of it. And in this case, because I'm talking from experience, and I'm talking from respecting and upholding the dignity of this House and the rules. The rules are very clear. Standing Order number 87, 1 says, neither the personal conduct of the President, nor the conduct of the Speaker or any judge, nor the judicial conduct of any other person performing judicial functions, nor any conduct of the head of state or government or representative in Kenya of any friendly country, it's qualified, friendly country, or the conduct of the holder of an office whose removal from such office is dependent upon a decision of the House shall be referred to adversely except upon a specific substantive motion of which at least 3 days notice has been given. 2, it shall be out of order to introduce an argument when any specific question upon which the House has taken a decision during the same session, except upon a motion to receive. This is another one. It also says, it shall be out of order to use offensive or insulting language whether in respect of the members of the House or any other person, offensive or insulting. It is not the description of a behavior. It's not discussing a conduct, offensive like calling somebody a fool or a stupid or whatever it is. So this is the House of Rules, and I agree with you. Order. The political persuasions and the political preferences will be kept out of the House when we are observing the rules of the House. And the chair is a very impartial arbiter in this. Conclude your contribution. Order. Order.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You have, I will not say you have come of age. You have always been of age, Honorable Speaker. And thank you for protecting me from the Honorable TJ Kajwang'. And I must appreciate the incessant interjections by the Honorable Kajwang' was to derail us from pointing out to the people of Kenya that there are indeed things that are being done by people who should not be doing those kind of things. And therefore, thank you, Honorable Speaker, because the office of a former president, and maybe the Honorable TJ Kajwang' could be in the same shoes with the holder of that office, or former, that he is here to appreciate that he is now a former president. There is now a sitting president. And therefore, the sitting president is now the commander-in-chief. And therefore, it is only the commander-in-chief who can command forces, including those of our police service.
What is the relevance of that information you are giving right now on the motion before the House?
Commander-in-chief. And therefore, this commission, Honorable Speaker, serves to oversight the work of those forces and servicemen, Honorable Speaker. And that is why it is important as a House, as we discuss and as we seek the approval of the Mr. Edwin Kiprono Cheluget, to ensure that this is a man, as he was able to demonstrate, who can protect our police officers. Because as I said from the beginning, Honorable Speaker, our police officers are often more vilified than appreciated. That even in conducts like those that we saw yesterday, it is about vilifying that officer who is only but carrying out his work in line with his constitutional mandate and what he has been charged to do, to enforce court orders and do what he is supposed to do. Honorable Speaker, because I know we are coming from a past where court orders were meaningless, where it was the rule of men rather than the rule of law, we must ensure that even this commission, not just Mr. Kiprono Cheluget, but the commission itself, ensures that all our policemen are well empowered to ensure that the enforcement of the rule of law, whether in Ruaraka constituency or in Kikuyu or in protecting the people of Kileleshwa to live peaceably within their neighborhoods, Honorable Speaker, the police must be there. And we cannot be a nation where we only vilify our officers and not pat their backs when they do well, Honorable Speaker. Yet, when we have problems, we run to those policemen. Let us also learn to appreciate them. Let us encourage these commissioners in the National Police Service Commission to ensure that they work to improve the terms of service of our policemen and women, and also ensure that those of us who are being served by these officers appreciate them and value and honor them, and not treat them like they are second-class or third-class citizens, because they are our sons and daughters. In fact, in the more developed countries, Honorable Speaker, you will appreciate that we have seen in countries like in the US, the UK, where policemen are among the best remunerated public servants. And they are well respected even in the neighborhoods where they live in. Unlike in Kenya, where we want to vilify them, we want to tell them as we gesture them, tokeni hapa, kwendeni. I mean, it's only, Honorable Speaker, is either you are sheep in a farm that you commandeer with your hands and chase the way we saw yesterday, or you are dogs, but not uniformed officers, Honorable Speaker. And I must again take this opportunity to condemn the actions of the our former president and encourage him to conduct himself with the honor and dignity that all other former heads of state and presidents, not just in this country, but even in banana republics in Africa and other areas have conducted themselves in a better way post their time in office. With that, Honorable Speaker, I beg to support the appointment of Mr. Edwin Kiprono and urge him to utilize his time in this commission to work towards improving the services of our servicemen and women in the police force. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
The Honorable Rosa Buyu.